an oath, or a body of people took an oath. They took oath to protect the people in the Jamaican Constitution. Seeing? But the body of the document talk about persons. And we know persons are corporations. So my point is this. Persons can't represent people. I say it already, the moment a government becomes a signatory of the United Nations, they can no longer represent people. They represent persons, them shift the realm of them jurisdiction. And they're dealing in commerce. So they are gonna make us businesses. I saw them see we as business, and that is why they want all of these birth certificate. And I tell about identity and operation birthright, where I create a business for them. They can only interface with business. So I already went and looked at the representation of the People's Act. When me hear Ziggy ask a question this morning, me say only that's why I could have gone find the answer and read it and realize say persons are representing people, and it's an impossibility.
Well, this is the original Talk Your Mind TV. I'm Crazy J representing every time. Talk Your Mind, man, them know. Circle talk your mind because you come for chat it up. Chat about Jamaica when the government mash up. Circle talk your mind because you're well dangerous. And me say corruption a lick and italic and italic. Me say corruption a lick, talk your mind, talk it. Me say corruption a lick and italic and italic. Me say corruption a lick, talk your mind, talk it. Hey, when corruption thing it a go stop. And this a government a can't win back. SSL big E that thing that. You better bring back the 5 laptop. Investigation, we want know that. Mine a your name, Deppon the top. So me say man, why you a try hide that? And me say corruption a kick and it a kick and it a kick. Me say corruption a kick, talk your mind, talk it. Me say corruption a kick and it a kick and it a kick. Me say corruption a kick, talk your mind, talk it. Me say talk your mind because the place want fix. Now no money fi go in a market. Can't afford medication if you feel sick. Go hospital, you have to pay for the trip. All Sergeant Brown get fed up at it. When rain start fall and the roof start drip. Statement for write and them can't write it. Hey Jamaica no come listen this. The fireman said them want more equip. When the fire start them not have nothing for out it. Me say corruption a kick a it a kick a it a kick. Me say corruption a kick, talk your mind, talk it. Me say corruption a kick a it a it a it a kick. Me say corruption a kick, talk your mind, talk it. Yo, we're kind of fed up of that system, you understand? You think that's true? Yeah, man, them do some things in our eyes, brethren. Free Rasta. And some people see it and afraid for talk, you know. Talk out. You understand? But we not sit down and watch certain things that go on and don't talk, you know. We will speak out. You understand? That's what the thing there. Crazy.
Talk Your Mind TV.
Who is representing the people of Jamaica? And the people don't have any representative. Somebody took an oath, or a body of people took an oath. They took oath to protect the people in the Jamaican Constitution. Seeing? But the body of the document talk about persons. And we know persons are corporations. So my point is this. Persons can't represent people. I say it already, the moment a government becomes a signatory of the United Nations, they can no longer represent people. They represent persons, them shift the realm of them jurisdiction. And they're dealing in commerce. So they are gonna make us businesses. I saw them see we as business, and that is why they want all of these birth certificate. And I tell about identity and operation birthright, where I create a business for them. They can only interface with business. So I already went and looked at the representation of the People's Act. When me hear Ziggy ask a question this morning, me say only that's why I could have gone find the answer and read it and realize say persons are representing people, and it's an impossibility. 49 times sweet persons in the Constitution. 1 time people in there where they took an oath to protect the people. And I'm not gonna say the people of Jamaica, I'd rather say the people on the land, because we are not using Jamaica in the proper context for what it is. When them use it, it swing both ways, man, connotative and denotative. You put you in a state of this land where people love, and you understand what I say? But guess what? Commerce a play over on the head. And only few can see it, and maybe sometime I realize the few can see it and really can pinpoint what go on. They never own the land. The land belongs to the people. The land belongs to the people because there is no land in Portland, there is no land in Centon, there is no land that they can own because these places where their description of the land say, it not exists in a real life. But catching up for more upon a wonder, I really want to talk to your sister down at Area FM. I really want to talk to you and show you something. A long time I try to get to you. It gonna happen though. It gonna happen. We have to wise up as people and realize that we have the power, you know. We have the power. Them trick us on paper and they rule for years and be dominant throughout the passage of time. And now they are shifting again, going into this digital realm. So we can't afford to have them capture identity or biometrics. It's going to be used as a disadvantage. It's going to be a disadvantage to us in the longer run. So we have to smart up and understand the presence and see what going on right now. Seeing? Yeah, here what going on now. This rising, I get up and listen to Running Africa and I see the brother Ziggy Marley up on the program and he ask a question this morning. Who is representing the people at Jamaica? And the people don't have any representative. Somebody took an oath or a body of people took an oath. They took oath to protect the people in the Jamaican constitution. Seeing? But the body of the document talk about persons. And we know persons are corporations. So my point is this. Persons can't represent people. And I say it already, the moment a government becomes a signatory of the United Nations, they can no longer represent people. They represent persons, them shift the realm of them jurisdiction. And they're dealing in commerce. Them see we as business, and that is why they want all of these birth certificates. And I tell about identity and operation birthright, where I create a business for them. They can only interface with business. So I already went and looked at the representation of the People's Act. When me hear Ziggy ask a question this morning, me say only that's why I'm gonna go and find the answer and read it and realize say persons are representing people and it's an impossibility. 49 times sweet persons in the Constitution. 1 time people in there where they took an oath to protect the people. And I'm not gonna say the people of Jamaica, I'd rather say the people on the land, because we are not using Jamaica in the proper context for what it is. When them use it, it swing both ways, man, connotative and denotative. You put in a state of this land where people love and, you understand what I say? But guess what? Commerce a play over on the head. And only few can see it, and maybe sometime I realize the few can see it and really can pinpoint what go on. They never own the land. The land belongs to the people. The land belongs to the people because there is no land in Portland, there is no land in Centon, there is no land that they can own because these places where their description of the land say, it not exists in a real life. But catching up for more upon a wonder, I really want to talk to your sister down at Area FM. I really want to talk to you and show you something. A long time I try to get to you. It gonna happen though. It gonna happen. We have to wise up as people and realize that we have the power, you know. We have the power. Them trick us on paper and they rule for years and be dominant throughout the passage of time. And now they are shifting again, going into this digital realm. So we can't afford to have them capture identity or biometrics. It's going to be used as a disadvantage. It's going to be a disadvantage to us in the longer run. So we have to smart up and understand the presence and see what's going on right now. See? Now watch ya. The Crown Property Vesting Act. When you read a document here, you realize or you see the trust where them set up with the Commission of Land and some other agencies of the instrumentality them call Jamaica. Instrumentality of the British Crown. Seeing? And what they did 2 years before them so-called independence. They transferred or they created this entity what them call Jamaica. Fiction that does not exist in real life as something you can touch. It's a mental thing. So they created this thing called Jamaica, and whatsoever the British Crown, the Queen at the time, claimed them own as title, instruments, it was transferred into this trust, what them call Jamaica, the territory, which is the imaginary boundaries, the land dividing the different parishes on a fictional sense, right? Now, it's a designated area, as I'm saying, a trust territory. The area is just so them frame out. It not exists in a real life. You can't born in a Portland. You can't born in a Kingston. You can't born in another them place there. So, The people supposed to be the beneficiary of this trust, you know. But what them do now, them come back and have the people them switch roles by applying for these birth certificates. I mean, I stress on the birth certificate as if it matter. It matter only because one should become conscious of the fact that, hey, they have captured their identity. They ruled on paper for years. When they transferred their documents of title, which is the same birth certificate and whatever instrument, whatever titles they transferred, yeah. So watch a style now. I see him thing now, you know. Bedside registration, digital birth certificate, registered upon them blockchain. Now you become a owner, a stock, I should say. You become even more owned because they own your record on their ledger. You see what I say? So, them really rob the credibility of man. We don't get to develop and do what we're supposed to do on here. But at the same time, because they want to control the people. For their benefits, we have to look upon them words. You, persons, individual, employee, citizens, resident, all of these words, they were designed to trap us as a people going forward. You know, see it. And if we can't really overstand that something, it don't make no sense.
Yeah, man. Wanna David. Big up on yourself, you know. I'ma feel like more sort of David here with the sister here.
Hey, come close and listen to me very carefully. Want to take a walk with me because today we're going to be talking about the investigation of the Prime Minister's declaration. Jamaica, listen to me very carefully because this argument is tearing people apart. And most people don't understand what actually happened. Some people are saying that he was not charged. So that means nothing no wrong. Some people are saying that he hid things, so he must be guilty. Jamaica, both sides are missing something very important. So today I'm going to explain it that even an 8-year-old can understand it. No politics, no party, just facts, Jamaica. The first thing Jamaicans need to understand is this. Not being charged does not mean you have been cleared. And being investigated does not mean you are automatically guilty. Jamaica, those are two different things. And Jamaica, if you don't understand that, everything else will confuse you. So let me explain it like this. Imagine your school teacher tell us to bring your bag, your book bag, so she can check what's on the inside. You bring the bag to her, but some of the pockets on the inside of the bag is missing. So the teacher says she sees some things, but she can't see everything. It does not mean the child is innocent, Jamaica, and it does not mean the child is guilty. It simply means that the teacher don't have enough information to punish the child. And that's exactly what happened here. So Jamaica, what did the Integrity Commission actually did? The Integrity Commission, they did 3 things, Jamaica. The first thing they did was to look at the Prime Minister's declarations. The second thing they did, they discovered missing information and omissions. Then the third thing they did, they said that we cannot fully certify these declarations. And that part, Jamaica, is not in dispute. The report itself admits that they did not get all the information that they needed. Jamaica, that is the key. So then you ask me, why was he not charged? Now, Jamaica, listen to me very carefully. This is the part that people argue about but don't understand. You see, in Jamaica, to charge someone for a false declaration, the law says you must prove that they knowingly lied. Not that they forgot, Jamaica. Not that they misunderstood. Not that they made a mistake, Jamaica. You must prove that they knew that it was supposed to be declared and intentionally hid it. So the prosecutors said that they did not have enough information to show intent. And that's why there is no criminal charge, Jamaica. So why the missing data matters? Now this is where Jamaicans, you are right to question things. How can you prove intent if you don't have all the data? You simply cannot. And the Integrity Commission said, we've simply reached our limit of power. Jamaica, this does not mean that everything is fine. This means the system stopped before the truth was fully clear. So some people ask, so why finish the investigation if information is missing? Jamaica, because the Integrity Commission is not a court. They can investigate, they can report, and they can recommend. But when legal challenges, missing records, and limits appear, they must report what they have and pass it on. And that's why they sent parts of it to the Financial Investigation Division, the FID, and Tax Administration Jamaica, TAJ. And that simply means the matter did not just disappear, it just changed lanes. So when I go ask me now, so why the opposition are telling him to step down? Let me be clear, Jamaica. The opposition is not saying that he was convicted. They are saying that a prime minister should not govern under uncertified declarations, unresolved omissions, and ongoing referrals. This is a political and ethical argument, not a criminal one. And Jamaica, you must learn the difference. So here is the big confusion that most Jamaicans have. Jamaicans keep mixing up three things. He was not charged. They automatically assume that he was not cleared. No, that's false. The investigation ended, so the truth must be fully known. No, that's false. Political accountability. Yeah, man, I'm criminally guilty. No, that's false. And when you mix up these, you end up arguing over nonsense. And the country stay divided and confused. So let me say this clearly, Jamaica. You can believe he should step down without saying he's guilty. You can accept no charges without pretending nothing happened. Both can exist at the same time. Jamaica, you must stop arguing emotionally and start understanding systems. Because if you don't understand how power, if you don't understand how law, if you don't understand how accountability works, they will keep playing in our faces. So if this helps you understand it all, please share it, because ignorance is what keeps corruption alive.
Just like that. Anyway, we're going to move on. The sister here, hey, she'll talk some things, you know. But I'm going to play something. I'm going to play the first time Andrew Wallace a plan for invade Maroon Town. Him do it the first time and get way to an extent when them go thief out the lumber. If you don't know me I talk, you remember this?
Taking the lumber out under the guise of forestry. You know what is forestry doing with how much feet, thousands of feet of mahogany wood, right? The mahogany, right? One of the rarest species in the forest. Mahogany. What is the forestry department doing with mahogany? See, this is Superintendent Minto from Black River. We've had a very good relationship to the beginning of his term.
Oh, shit in a
right?
plate, you know.
Superintendent Minto has expressed he has zero regard for neither the history, the law, nor the forest, because they're prepared to facilitate the pilferage of mahogany from cockpit country and telling the world that the Maroons are lumbering. These are the people who are lumbering, and these are the coverts and agents who facilitate the lumbering of cockpit country. So when them can't take enough, and when the people of cockpit country stand up and decide to make a stance, it's a bad man pose. Them say me have to come down today now. Them say me have to come down today. Them no know say me come over here to de-escalate, but they're escalating it. We are doing what we need to do as leaders in our communities to de-escalate.
If me talk your mind TV with a Richard Curry, none of them police are couldn't give me no talk Pampaniland. None of these watchmen couldn't give me no talk on this Alania. First thing if I'm a Richard Curry, I build my own military and police force. Me I build my own military and police force. If I'm me, talking my TV, Richard Curry. And them look a watchman here could never come on my run and give me none talk. None at all.
And manage situations. But when we're met with ignorance, arrogance, and total disrespect, it is hard to contain the people because the people are going to speak for their chief. And the people are going to speak for their rights. So if Superintendent Minto was sent by someone else than who was given that authority to execute the law, right? And I'm not talking some quasi-law, some backbush law. Somebody needs to inform Superintendent Minto about the rights of indigenous people, about the Maroons of Cockpit Country, about the protection of the so-called forestry zone, that they themselves are assisting persons to take lumber out of Quick Step, right, and profit from it. People in Quick Step have no light, they have no food, they have no water, right, and they come here, right, see them, when you see them lining up, them ready to know, see them, them don't know what mistake they're making, because I'm saying to them, I am here to de-escalate, not escalate, but every day I'm going to take away to find a way to turn me into the criminal, to turn me into the object of an abuse and an oppression.
Labor right police
It done. We have been lobbying for conversations and dialogue with this government for so long. A government that does not respect its indigenous people, a government that does not respect human rights, a government that does not give any regard for the people it's supposed to be looking after and saying that we are all Jamaicans.
No, go on trust.
We do not subscribe to chattel behavior and chattel treatment. Maroons are free people, and all we've been seeking is dialogue and understanding. But instead, what we keep facing is agents of the state coming into our territory to oppress our people, and other agents of the state being used to facilitate.
One look at nobody. Make it real, turn him in a puppet. One look at nobody, you know. One bridge grew up in a capture in our two-room fall cub where anybody could have lived in there because nobody never really own it. You understand? A piece in a chimney I go through in the outside. You want to nobody come up now. I take program from people for money and feel like, what? Hey, you can stay there.
Their wrongdoings and their fraud. So I came over here to bring peace and to help them to escape this problem.
Should I be a Richard
and they're not
Curry?
putting me as a person causing the problem. This is going to be a hard and long one, you know. This is going to be a hard and long one.
Game.
So we are going to there for as long as we need for there to see what will happen. We bring with Starlink over Quick Step people, them now have no connection. Look how much people there on them phone. See them? Look at the people them. Right? But no, see what them bring coming a Quick Step here. See what them bring coming a Quick Step here. Watch it. See what them bring coming a Quick Step here. Yeah? This is what it is. Right? This is what it is. We are defending our rights, our indigenous rights.
The government are going to fix up a thief lumber.
To be respected.
The government.
What is the forestry department doing with mahogany? A truckload of mahogany.
The government a thief lumber and a style for their own benefit. I use the forestry department and a thief. You see? As the prophet said, you know. You see, everything the colonizer put in place in Jamaica, you have to mash down, you know. Every single thing the colonizer put in place in Jamaica, it have to mash down for the change coming up. So all what I talk about, no, this thing can't happen without this and this thing can't happen. No, it can't happen without that. You have to bring a revolution because everything the colonizer put in place have to break down. You ever talk about full decolonize everything the colonizer put in place in Jamaica? On the island, it have to mash down for real change. Can I believe this? The forestry department, we are run by the government, I got thief, lumber, Quick Step, and them I lock up people on road at daytime for thief. What kind of hypocrite? Sure.
Lumber leaving these forest lands. The police are telling me they don't know that law. There are 2 stamps on this island. Forestry Department has one and the Maroons have one. Let me show it to you. Where's the stamp?
So I go them, I go around the people them.
Saying, I don't remember this. I saw the labor, I saw Andrew and so Andrew forgot prison. Saying, and me see Andrew and Endas one look at dunce. When you want for use to overthrow Richard Curry because they want to go in the cockpit country with their mining. So them are back one look at dunce. I go listen to this.
To unseat a Kampong chief, Richard Curry, at the next Maroon election? Well, that's the question amidst reports of division in the community. Andrea Chisholm has the details.
Tension is brewing in Akampong St. Elizabeth over aid distribution following the devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. Over 100 homes have been damaged. After Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness visited the community, building material and other items were accepted. But Akampong Chief Richard Curry rejected the presence of the military. Former Colonel Meredith Rose says he went to Akampong and heard the complaints.
Some people are claiming that with...
Can you believe, look upon this man, look, can you believe this man, this bomber clad shit in a plate now? Eh? Can you believe this? And this is the man now, Andrew Jones, Endas. Because this man and Jones want to win. So him and this man now then can get to come in, move in with them mining. To come mine the cockpit country. So Andrew Jones want to use this piece of shit bag here. To invade Maroon Town. So him them are Endas. This piece of shit bag here. This man look like he ain't even going in a classroom at all. Not in a school compound, you know go. This a look man, he just want to give him 1-3-4 million and turn him an idiot. And he just sign all type of deal and sell out the whole Maroon. And him they want to use and do it. This a shit bag they want to use and do it. Eh? Can I believe this fuckery? Eh? It will never happen, brother. You cannot represent the Maroon. You can't represent... It come like something wrong with you. Something of wrong with you, you know. You know, since if I look upon this a shitbag face or sell out, look upon him. Look upon him. Listen him.
That, with that divide between the government and the present Maroon leadership in our Kampong, it will get us nowhere. And some of the things, the benefit, the social stuff that the Maroon people would require, it will be put on hold because they are concerned about the approach taken by the leadership of the Maroons.
And so the rift is deepening.
Him a support the proposal where Andrew Jones make. Because him a say the aid, them a withhold upon it based on the approach where Richard Curry make. So him would have want the soldier them to come to Maroon Town, come camp out in pretend like them a come to put on people roof. Remember how much soldier was coming in Jamaica? So them a come for help people in this Melissa relief thing. And when I see soldier upon the ground I do nothing. When I see soldier upon the ground I do nothing. When I see soldier upon the ground and how much soldier coming in Jamaica. So they come for help in a recovery and rescue and build back. When I see soldier them down there I do nothing. Open on the eye. So at this piece of shit bag now, Andrew Wallace and Endas. Because if you don't see, everybody Andrew Wallace put in any department. If you look upon the wrong people them in place, at the different place them. Because Andrew Wallace is a businessman and a thief. So Andrew Wallace, I bet upon this piece of shit bag now, say, if him could have get this man to overthrow Richard Curry, that is a sure ticket for him to carry the colonizer them go mine out the cockpit country. And him and Jones want to use for mine out the cockpit country. It will never happen. It's a Jazz Davis from down a nation wrong. I want to know to hear where that piece of shit bag have to speak the truth about Richard Curry. I got hear what him say about Richard Curry. Further down in this thing, but make we continue this piece of shit bag here.
Ahead of the Maroon election, which is usually held every 5 years. In 2015, retired policeman Ferron Williams was returned as colonel of the Accompong Maroon. He was unseated in 2021 by Richard Curry, who got 681 votes. In that same 2021 election, former Colonel Meredith Rowe got 98 votes. With an election
98 vote, this piece of shitbag. The 98 Labour right to Andrew Willis in my mind over Compound Town. And them go vote for him. And them want to come out and make one upon eyes. And them want to come and make one upon eyes. These people are disgrace. These people should never live on the property. These people should never live on Maroon land. You don't believe? These people are the same sellout, pussy hole them. You don't go and listen.
expected by next year, Mr. Rose says the people want him to take over.
The people are
requesting
constantly from all the 9 Maroon area.
What your favorite game foul? Your favorite them foul or them fight in a ring? Your favorite game foul about people is requesting who you? You know, for we see your face, we say you're an idiot. For we see you, we say you're hungry. And I think about the promise that Andrew is going to make to you. For we see your face, we say you're hungry. For we see your face, we say you're a thief. For we see your face, we say you're easy to get buy out. So you don't want to buy out, you know, to go mine out the cockpit country, you know. The people are requesting. Which people are requesting? Andrew and him friend them. You want some lick out of 1 cat and 9. But people are requesting. You better go sit down.
Here that we have polling station, whenever time we have election, they keep calling.
You better go sit down.
Because they see the need for proper, good and efficient leadership. I believe that I have an extremely good chance.
You better go check Christopher Tufton. Go check Christopher Tufton and see if he can give you one denture. I'll go through Christopher Tufton screening program. Look up on you. Eh? And you want to go sell out the Maroon now. You want to go sell out the whole Maroon land to these foreign colonizers who want to really go mine it out. Look on you. Look on you. It will never happen, my friend.
Good chance of taking back that top position in the Leeward Shrine Town Maroon's Providence.
Yes, you believe that the people are suffering?
I understand. Instead of TVJ, go to the Maroon chief, Richard Curry. You know, say how TVJ go link up with. Because TVJ, look at them, then get paid from the government to directly go interview this piece of shitbag. I try to bring up one story like people, I request him. Then they put some money behind him and to go buy out some people. I saw them operate, you know. So then send TVJ, go give him some highlight. Then they want to pump some money behind him now for go buy out some people. So then can take side with them now to sell out the cockpit country to the investor them who want to mine it out. This piece of sell out. Look at them go, you see a sell out. Look at them face, you see a sell out. You don't continue to listen to this.
And you want to liberate them right now?
Yes, I want to, you know, because there is no project. None at all.
You want to liberate. You yourself want to liberate. You need to go evaluate your dirty self. And move from here. Get away from here, evil. Get away from here, evil. He is not intelligent enough to be no Maroon chief. He's a sellout. You know, intellectual. He's a sellout. How can you represent the Maroon and you idiot? Eh? You cannot represent the Maroon, you idiot. And if nobody never tell you, take it from me talking on TV. You can't represent the Maroon. If I look for you, I say you even go to school good. You didn't even go to good school. Eh? If I look how you look hungry. Eh? But you want me married. Look how you look hungry. Which part of you want me? Which part? Hey, go sit down, you know.
In the community that will move the people, that will get them even economically stable and things like that.
Mr. Rowe adds that he intends to do more to enhance the rich culture outside the annual Maroon Festival. The festival is held on January 6 each year to celebrate the signing of the Maroon Treaty and the birth of their hero Kodjo. Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.
The history of the Faculty of Business and Management. at the University of Technology. In the history since 95, if you are to go to that faculty and check the academic performance of all of the students, the thousands of students who've passed through, I think Richard Curry, based on his academic performance, would be in the top 10 all time. That's how good he was as a university student. He was a model student, one of the brightest men to set foot on the campus of the University of Technology, Jamaica in Papine, St. Andrew, without doubt. You have many people who see him now and can't believe he's the same person because they'll say, I never knew him could attack. The man didn't attack. Walk from the dorm to the classroom, book under his hand, to the classroom, out of the classroom, back to the dorm. He was a baller as well, a footballer, one of the best footballers. The bright.
This is a guy who can run the entire Jamaica. This is a guy who more intellectual, more than Andrew Honest. This is a guy who surpassed Andrew Honest by far. This guy. Him is an obstructor for Andrew Honest. This guy. Andrew Honest is nowhere near him. None at all. Listen, Judge Davis, Andrew Honest, the mouthpiece. I tell you about this guy, the brightest on the campus of all time. Listen, I know me I say it. Me not make it up. You don't want to hear it again? I know me I say it. I know me say it, you know. Listen.
Andrea Chisholm, TVJ
Listen.
News.
The history of the Faculty of Business and Management at the University of Technology. In the history since 95,
Listen.
if you are to go to that faculty and check the academic performance of all of the students, the thousands of students who've passed through, I think Richard Curry, based on his academic performance, would be in the top 10 all time. That's how good he was as a university student. He was a model student, one of the brightest men to set foot on the campus of the University of Technology, Jamaica in Papine, St. Andrew, without doubt. You have many people who see him now and can't believe he's the same person because they'll say, I never knew him could attack. The man didn't attack. Walk from the dorm to the classroom, book under his hand, to the classroom, out of the classroom, back to the dorm. He was a baller as well, a footballer, one of the best footballers. The bright people in his year, in his faculty, in his school, they saw him as the bright one. And so this is a man that you shouldn't dismiss offhand just because you don't like his posture. At least grant him the respect of not dismissing his intellect. No, I am not saying that you are wrong to feel any way you feel about him. That's not my business how you feel about him. What I am saying is that he's not to be dismissed as an earhead. He's not to be dismissed as someone who has foisted himself on the Maroons and who doesn't have the brain power to make right decisions and to lead a people in the right direction. I'm just saying that that is not that man. You have many people in the society occupying positions that don't have the brain power for it. You wonder how them get the position. They know somebody or they like manipulate the process and define themselves as leader. Not him.
Not sure.
But the decisions he's making is what I wanted to judge him on. And however you feel about that, fine. But don't make the mistake believing that the Akompong Maroons have a dunce leading them. That is one of the things you can credibly accuse him of being.
When I hear for myself, Christopher Tufton, they say Andrew is not like bright people, you know. So because Richard Curry to him bright fame, he can't go manipulate him and go mine out the cockpit country. So he want to install one dunce when he can use money and ready in here and just making sign all type of blind deal. So they want to go in the cockpit country, you know. But it's not going to happen. The ancestors will never make that happen. Take a look on this.
Moving up. So when our people have a problem and we raise the problem, it is as if we're the obstruction.
Remember, just imagine a little all wash belly, Judas.
Speech comes at a time of tension between the Maroons and the government of Jamaica. Tension rooted in historical forces that go beyond the current policy debate. The relationship between Maroons and the Jamaica state includes centuries of coexistence and cooperation, but also conflict and religious wars against slavery. More recently, tension has been fed by environmental degradation and activities that has encroached on the rights and opportunities to many Maroons, and psychological warfare in which Maroons were too often treated as proxies to fight against their own culture without regard to their own aspirations. Moreover, the sweeping change brought about by modernization and globalization led many Jamaicans to view the Maroon state claim as hostile to the Jamaican state. Corporations have exploited these tensions in a geopolitical manner. Bauxite mining in Cockpit Country and the continued efforts of corporations to engage in corruptions and environmental destruction without recourse against civilians has led the Maroon community to view the Jamaican state dealings as inevitably hostile, not only to Maroon birthrights and environmental protection, but also to human rights and the wider population. This has bred more fear and distrust. So long as our relationship is defined by our differences, we will empower those who sow seeds of corporate profit rather than peace and harmony with nature, and who promote conflict rather than cooperation can help all our people achieve justice and prosperity. The cycle of...
In the name of God, peace. I'm making this very important speech to preserve the integrity and safety of members of the Maroon administration, as death threats have been made against both myself and others who are operating lawfully with the fiduciary duties under the 1738 Maroon Treaty. We ask the world to pay attention closely to activities unfolding over the next days, weeks, or months until an amicable resolution has been found with those who are hell-bent on creating chaos in a community that has remained peaceful for hundreds of years. From credible sources, our administration has learned that Akompong citizens are under imminent threat of danger by a group of gunmen and agent provocateurs that may attack as early as this week. The imminent threat stems from an issue that I would have reported to the police in August of last year and personally met with members of the Major Organized Crime Task Force, MOCA, in Kingston, as I believe this imminent threat is stemming from that information and data shared with MOCA a year ago. We have yet to receive any response from any of the relevant authorities. Under Maroon constitutional law, pursuant to Article 3, Section 3, read dangerous weapons, I have ordered for signs to be erected stating that individuals carrying firearms will not be allowed to proceed on the Maroon private estate without first making a declaration for permission to be granted by the full council. The great Malcolm X, peace be upon him, once said, "A race of people is like an individual man. Until it uses its own talent, uses its pride, takes pride in its own history, expresses its own culture, affirms its own selfhood, it can never fulfill itself." I have looked into this statement deeply as I try to understand the historical problem our people face of continually submitting to the influence of external forces to perpetuate division amongst our people, especially those who are righteously fighting each day to preserve public trust and the Maroon estate. The Akompong Maroon administration is currently engaged in the defense of the Leeward Trelawney Town Maroon estate, as our ancestors were prior to 1738. And as such, our administration has implemented protocols to prevent any attempt to destabilize the Maroon legal position. Therefore, the government has taken a number of steps to secure life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness of our people. I have provided my legal team with a list of names and data that they should share with the police and necessary authorities, both locally and internationally, so as to protect myself and members of my administration and the community. I will end now how I started with another great Malcolm X quote. Peace be upon him. When a person places the proper value on freedom, there is nothing under the sun that he will not do to acquire that freedom. Whenever you hear a man saying he wants freedom, but in the next breath, he's going to tell you what he won't do to get it, or what he doesn't believe in doing in order to get it. He doesn't believe in freedom. A man who believes in freedom will do anything under the sun to acquire or preserve his freedom. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. So, I'm telling you this. Make me telling you this.
So let me ask you something. Who else been standing up for Maroon and fighting for Maroon? Why are they attacking me? Something there, they're not true. Something there, they're not true. Let yourselves not be fooled anymore. Lie there.
Here we have Chief Richard Curry explaining the process of becoming a Maroon chief.
A curious question I have is...
Hear me now? We don't see nobody else right now can be the Maroon chief apart from Richard Curry. So I talk to the Maroon them. We don't have nobody right now better than Richard Curry. Don't give Richard Curry for Barabbas. This guy is a very intellectual guy. This is a guy where the government, the local corporation in Jamaica can't go around. And I'm going to show you the fight. Because Richard Curry a fight of serious fight, you know. Saying Richard Curry a fight a serious fight. Serious fight. To preserve. No, I take no call. Richard Curry a fight a serious fight. Saying I know nobody call me by my phone right now, but then I'm alive. Richard Curry a fight a serious fight. And these people interrupt me. What the hell wrong with these people, man? Huh? What could have wrong with these people? On a monitoring spirit, you know, system me Deppon my life. What wrong with you now? Saying? Listen to this.
Blessings. We are back in Jamaica on our way up to Cockpit Country, which is the most ecologically sensitive part of the island, and it's being threatened by bauxite mining. We're going to find out exactly what's been happening since the last time.
That is why I want to put in the local Dunce chief to make him sign blind paper so they can continue with
this. Been here for years and been transported to America and all other places, and we never got anything out of it. No mining should be done here.
Last year, we came to Jamaica to report on the mining of bauxite.
This is why Angel is going to get rid of Richard Curry.
Jamaica was once the world's leading exporter of bauxite, but now they're running out of places to mine.
Yeah.
Inside here is Special Mining Lease Area 173.
SML 173. So all of the folks here and this land is under the threat.
Is on the
this is why Angel is why Angel is going to plan soldier
over 18,000 acres of land that have yet to be open to mining. Though the U.S. company Noranda has been trying to get a permit for years. And the Jamaican government, it has an interest in helping. It owns 51% of the company's mining operations in the country. And folks here are worried about the industry's toll on the land and the people.
Who are those people that are so expendable and can be sacrificed?
In 2006, the people of Cockpit Country determined a boundary based on geology, history, and other factors. A 2013 government commission study agreed with them. But in 2017, when Prime Minister Andrew Holness proposed the Cockpit Country Protected Area, it excluded SML 173. And people there are fighting back.
When you're amongst the ancestors and you think of all that they've been through, believe you, it gives you more than strength to fight. We're the ones who burn the plantations. Don't play with us.
Cockpit Country is home to the Maroons, a self-governing group formed by indigenous people and formerly enslaved Africans. The Maroons fought off the British back in the 1700s and won a treaty that formally recognized their sovereignty. Should the mining companies violate the sovereignty, what do you intend to do?
What are we gonna do? Maybe I can say that on the camera.
Chief, what's going on?
Welcome. It's good to see you.
Hey, likewise, man. Glad to be back. Last time we were here, there was a lot of talk about mining companies coming in and threatening the sovereign territory of the Maroons, specifically SML 173. So has anything happened with SML 173?
There isn't mining in 173, but it's right along the border.
So there's been a little tension?
Little might be gentle.
Within a month after our last piece was released, Chief Curry and the Accompong Maroons chased Jamaican police out of cockpit country.
We coming jump and we coming gun. Can't shoot nobody else, so.
This is the problem.
North of Kingston, the Russian bauxite company Wendalco poisoned the Rio Cobre River, disrupting the food and water supply.
The silence is deafening on the part of every spokesperson in governance.
And west of Kingston, a ruptured fuel line caused a fire at Hong Kong's Jamalco alumina refinery. But even as things heated up, the government continued its push to mine in cockpit country.
This is a problem.
Since the signing of our treaty, the Maroons lived free forever on the lands that were designated Maroon lands.
Can I believe this?
Our lands have now become under threat. There are
By
arrangements
your own
that
people.
are being done outside of the purview of the indigenous people of the land. And that concerns us because we are sovereign people, and the government, in collaboration with a foreign entity, can't just up and decide to go on anybody else's land and just mine. What would give me the right to come into your backyard and dig for gold, knowing that you have gold there without your permission?
It'd be a problem.
Okay, so imagine if I brought a foreigner with me, someone you didn't know.
It'd be a problem for them too.
We have this treaty, this international agreement to which Jamaica is obligated to honor.
What does sovereignty mean to you?
Sovereignty means, first, it's the freedom of the soil, right? Because that's where your sovereignty is derived from. We've always inhabited and protected these lands. We live off these lands. Our medicine comes from these lands. The herbs, the food, our sustenance. We know these lands to always be our lands.
Naranda says it has no plans to mine in Maroon communities, and the government responded directly to Chief Curry's concerns.
There is no other sovereign authority in Jamaica other than the government of Jamaica. Not 1 inch of Jamaica will...
Let me tell you this, my friend. You put yourself in something where you took a hard pill come out there, you know. Because as far as me see it, you bite more than what you can chew. You bite more than what you can chew. Because I don't know who fool and tell you say a dopey conqueror and bullbuck and dopey conqueror. And the last time I checked, he's just a fucking thief. I hiding at the Prime Minister office. The last time I checked, he's nothing but a fucking thief. I hiding at the Prime Minister office. But there is no sovereign authority apart from the blood clot Jamaica. Jamaica is just a blood clot corporation where I run for the British. With blood clot with Jamaica. I just the other day Jamaica create. Just the other blood clot day Jamaica create I come and talk about with a puff up a chest. Like, I think we don't know, I just the other day Jamaica create. Before the corporation Jamaica create. You want, go and listen still.
Will come under any other sovereign authority. Are you crazy? This is the stuff of how guerrilla wars come. Thank you.
When Prime Minister Holness lost his cool, pressure mounted for him to sit down with the Maroons. He finally did, with a few catches. Chief Curry was not invited, and the 3 chiefs he did meet with were from territories far from cockpit country. 2 weeks later, the permit was issued for Naranda to mine the first section of SML 173.
Here, instead of with 3 sellout chief, we signed some blind documents and give him some permission to mine some different place, a little bit distant from Richard Curry. So this is the reason why this piece of shit bag. We talk about people request him. And on my own people him talk about Andrew Wallace and him Batman friend them when bringing a Jamaica when he want to come mine out the cockpit country. Believe no man. Believe no man. So when you see Andrew Wallace run by in Ghana and Maroon town about him go help in Melissa. And this Andrew Wallace want revise. This is the agenda. Because he want to resume. He want to go mine out the cockpit country. So he want to go up on the ground. I have the soldier them now. I meet with the local sellout people them who somebody who then can pay for manipulate things. And that agenda, you know. So that is why I want to plant the soldier them and thunder fire your think mouth or declare asset pussy. And come out of the parliament. Or declare asset and try win Paul Buchanan. Go and go try away if you can win, Paul Buchanan, and come back and talk. Your teeth in bumbo, you should be ashamed of yourself.
The piece that they have now agreed can be mined is this pink area, 1,333 hectares.
What exactly is inside this pink area?
Farming communities, schools. I guess my biggest fear is for the people who live there and how much their quality of life is going to be affected, and for the water supplies. This is an extremely complex ecosystem sitting over a large underground.
I say, anything we have to do to stop this mining company from invade a compound, even if Jamaica have to go light a fire, but we are going to protect this with everything, but we are protect this with the blood. Same like how the blood treaty sign, and same so we have to protect this with the blood. It's going to be dead before the sun. We have to protect this with the blood. Same like how them sign the treaty in the blood, we rather die than have these colonizer mine out the cockpit country. Just know that. Because at the treaty me work off and fuckery constitution, you know. Just know that the treaty me work with, you know. And I'm telling you, we are defend the cockpit country with life. So we have a plan to kill out everybody in Jamaica. Because we defend this place. That's a different way. When you not come make it look like I just one set of people are maroon. No, I the whole away a blood clot maroon. I the whole away a maroon. I the whole away a maroon. But through some of few people go work on the sugar field to help back the British after the war. Few people now just register with the company. So when time when I get big, I can work with the same company but we that work with. I saw it going on, so come to end up have these documents for Jamaica, because hopefully earlier people, ancestors, you know, we did help them to bail out British when time when they struggle. So when time for ancestors I watch this, you know what? I go set up one thing so when time even if I pass on, you can still work for the corporation Jamaica. As I come to all the way, I bear this Jamaican, all of these Jamaican documents. But at the whole away I'm around, moving up pussy hole. At the whole away I'm around. And we, the original people on the island, say no mining not gonna happen at the cockpit. So all of these outsiders are licking on lip for come mine out the resources out of the cockpit country. Remember, we have a plan to kill off everybody who's native to the land for do that. So if we have a look at batty boy like Andrew Wallace, when I can pay, rub butter him out and trick him and buy him out, for him to mash up his own land. You can't do it to everybody. We are going to defend the cockpit country. So when it was that it, Andrew Wallace want to invade, and it now going to happen. It now Marcus Garvey prophecy going to fulfill upon him, including female prophecy.
Underground water, aquifer. Why are we going to mine in the watershed area of a major river?
The government evaluated the environmental impact of Naranda's project and said it was safe. But the government's stake in the company makes that hard for some people to trust.
There's a relationship between
and the thing about
people
it, you know,
and the place in which they
see
live.
the thing about it, we don't give a fuck about who will protect him from outside. And we employ him, you know. And so when I deal with him, we not take talk from nobody outside. Because we are nobody outside never sign no contract. And we are him sign contract. So we don't care who outside want to protect him. He have to deal with wicker we him sign contract with. So we even look about who want to protect him outside. Him we are deal with and nobody outside can tell we how to deal with him. Because we sign contract with and nobody outside. And we are holding blood clot accountable for that. So no, what kind of power you want to have, what kind of link you want to have outside of Jamaica. Him sign a bomber clot contract with we, and we are holding blood clot accountable under the contract when sign with we. We don't give a fuck about who we want to have a protect him, or who we want to be. We don't give a fuck about that. He still have to answer to we. It's a different time now, you know. You think we are going to lie down and dead like a bitch? You make a sad mistake if you think we are going to lie down and dead like a bitch.
And bauxite mining disturbs that relationship in a profound way, and there's no coming back from it. really what was there is lost forever.
I look at a town like Gibraltar.
Yeah, and they're already experiencing mining under this mining lease, SML 172. So they're right
on the line
yeah,
of
exactly.
all sides.
So you see, that Andrew Wellness want to go back in a compound town go do. Remember it's stinking at the news, you know. You know, listen again.
Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, December 22. I'm Anthony Lugg with the Midday News. A special welcome if you're watching on onespotmedia.com. There is more advocacy for the rejection of an environmental impact assessment related to mining in a section of the cockpit country in Trelawney. Now, two academics argue that there are not enough data in the report to properly assess the long-term damage to the environment in the area. More in this report.
Environmentalists, scientists, and other civic groups have been objecting to the mining of a section of the cockpit country in Trelawney, pointing to irreparable harm that would take place with a ripple effect on nearby communities. This is in contrast to Noranda and its stakeholders.
I just want to go in Manchester and St. Elizabeth and see how the mining thing destroy the people them life. Just looking at how much sick people did they suffer from all different type of complaints from this dust. And then left out be a big crater in the people them place. And the soil and the land no fertile again. Just look how these backside company destroy the island and the regular people that benefit from it, you know. Do you remember, you know, when time Siaga give the blood clot backside to America, you know. Remember say Michael Mann did have to come in and step in and say, no, we're not giving backside to these people, we have to benefit from it. Hey, listen.
Sharing data explaining the massive potential economic benefits of the project. Coordinator of the Institute for Sustainable Development at the University of the West Indies, Mona, Dr. David Smith, says there are not enough figures in the report for a proper assessment, and in other areas it is short on details. He gave his views in the RJR Gleaner Group town hall meeting last night.
Fix the system, do what the the Auditor General said, and also follow the recommendations of the 2010 report that Clayton did. And for this specific EIA, demand quantitative evidence.
And senior lecturer in the Department of Geography and Geology at the University of the West Indies, Mona, Dr. Arpita Mandal, raised a critical question about the risk of water contamination. She argues that even though the report indicates there is no such risk, it needs more details and data to support the conclusions.
If at all they have tested any water quality existing at the moment, what is the water quality? Surface water, groundwater, whatever in the nearby. I don't see the pre-mining stage quality to say that, okay, post-mining, this will be the deterioration. Normally when a development or anything is proposed, we see a pre and a post. So I don't see specific data on the water quality from the streams, from the springs or caves or whatever sampling. Only data I see is the dye tracing. So that is a little bit, I'm not very clear about those details about the underground flow direction. Those are missing from the EIU.
Dr. Smith also pointed to a potential crisis for farming communities in the cockpit country based on information in the Environmental Impact Assessment Report.
The National Heritage Trust said, look, the land use pattern there is that people don't touch.
And Andrew on his next agenda. Andrew on his talk say more reduce natural resources in Jamaica. So basically, Andrew don't mind everything Jamaican want to eat, them have to bite. That's how Andrew on this want to bring it, because when the people them can go there so and get food and eat, and can't control them enough. But when in this try, go around the island and destroy all natural resources, so I'll kill out these crop like when they come and kill out the coconut them. In the 80s. Andrew on his mission now, if we destroy the crop where the people them are growing in Jamaica. So the cockpit can feed Jamaica, you know, just know that. Them destroy Senti. So if the other Maroon them live in the other part of Jamaica, you see if you know wise, you get on board to protect the cockpit country, because it gonna be our food basket. The cockpit country we're protected by the treaty, and it gonna be with food basket. You see if you no have sense, under no circumstances we will make no farmer mining company invade on this private land. And a debt before the sana. Debt before the sana. Because the cockpit country remain our food basket. And a matter of fact, you know, Richard Curry, I'll give you an next idea. You must ban all flight over the Maroon, the cockpit, the Maroon land. No helicopter, no plane of a fly over that side there, Jamaica. Nothing of a fly over there for map out. Nothing of this we are going again. We are get serious. Because me I tell you now, I the treaty me a hold on pan, you know, not the constitution. And Jones violate the constitution much time and do what I want to do. So the constitution can't represent me. And the treaty me I deal with. Because me a Maroon. I don't need nobody to come tell me a Maroon. I know that. Me can't be nobody else. If I'm Maroon, them give them name. Me give them a tie-in or the original people them. And we can't be nobody else. No care what them want to put on paper. Because I just through our ancestors them when you work with the British them in the early days of, in Jamaica. Just say watch this. We are work for the company. Jamaica was a company. Originally started out as a company. And so time go by, them take time, manipulate with things, they end up and talk about them a government. No. It's still the company. It is still the company. Where our ancestors them that work with for the British. And them say, watch this, me get a work with the company Jamaica, so when time youth them get big, them can get a work. So I'm gonna make them, I'm gonna set everything so them not forget through no hustle, so them can just come working at the company too. And everybody feel, this Jamaica. I just say that them create the company to help out the British them. Just the other day.
Touch the hills, they use the depressions. That's where people farm, it's where people
remember
live.
Black, remember man. And can't leave Jamaica like when you come and see it. You have to go left with blood clot like when you come and see it.
And that is something which isn't really...
Anyway, let me move on to our next story. Because like over there say I thought now, when I see that woman in Trinidad about to do, I think it soon reach upon the land. I want to listen to this, and I want to see how serious this is. And I honestly believe that Andrew Jones have this same intention. When you listen to this, it might shock you. For all the people in Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to this.
Very pleasant good morning. I now get up. So excuse the voice and the face. I probably have yampy in my eyes. But never a dull moment in this country with this government. Things are getting worse. I got up this morning and reading an article. Let me read it for you because I wondering what the going on. I had to sit down and wonder what it is going on with it.
Listen this.
The article said, Prime Minister Kamala Bissessa is warning Trinidad and Tobago citizens to stop publicly attacking the United States. In children? Are we children? Let me continue. She says it's hypocritical to badmouth the US while over 350,000 Trinbagonians hold US visas or dual citizenship and regular travel there. The PM warned that the public criticism can have consequences, pointing to recent US visa restriction announcements for some CECS countries. The message which Trini wants their visa cut. So behave yourself. Madam Prime Minister, are we your fucking children? Who you feel you is? in Trinidad parlance, who you feel you is. Let me continue. She stressed that the US is TNT's largest trading partner, spends millions with us on trade, security, and defense, and is the only country close enough and powerful enough to defend Trinidad if threatened. If threatened by who? Who caused that? You? Not you? What the? Let me continue. She dismissed the ideas that countries like India could step in, saying they are simply too far away while the US is right next door. What India here? You push this war. You encourage it. Let me continue. Early to be cussing. Her bottom line, like them or not, national security and survival come first. However, international relations expert Dr. Anthony Gonzalez disagrees. He says criticism of the US should not be silenced by fear of losing visas. If they are to take your visa, so what? He said, arguing that sovereignty matters more than access to the US. He warns that Trinidad and Tobago foreign policy should be guided by security realities, especially our proximity to Venezuela, and caution against involvement in actions that could be seen as targeting that country. Key divide. PM protects the US relationship for trade, visa, and defense. Expert protects sovereignty even if there are consequences. Now let me give all a polished interpretation of this, because this hour of the morning I done fucking pissed off already. Trust me, I'm pissed. So let me give all you a polished version and tell all you what the government is trying to do. They are trying to shape public behavior through fear of consequences. The repeated emphasis on US visa loses is not accidental. The message being sent to citizens is public criticism of the United States could harm your personal mobility and economic opportunities. The repeated emphasis on the US visa loses is not accidental. Message being sent to citizens is public criticism of the United States could harm your personal mobility and opportunities. If negative consequences occur, you, not the government, will bear the cost. This is a classic deterrent strategy, discouraging speech not by law but by highlighting external punishment. B. Aligning public narrative with foreign policy. The government is signaling that maintaining a strong US relationship is a strategic necessity, not a matter of public debate. Public dissident undermines diplomatic positioning, especially given TNT security concerns and proximity to Venezuela. In effect, citizens are being asked to self-censor in support of state interests. C. Reframe loyalty as silence. The framing implies criticism of the US, irresponsibility or hypocrisy, silence or compliance, patriotism, and putting TNT first. This shifts loyalty away from critical citizens towards disciplined messaging. Now, we don't have a legal infringement of speech, but what we are seeing is a soft example of suppression, not hard censorship. Key indicators. A senior official warns the citizen that speaking critically may lead to personal harm, even if inflicted by a foreign power. The state distances itself from responsibility while still amplifying the threat. The chilling effects is real. Citizens may choose silence to protect visas, jobs, or travel. This is commonly referred to as chilling effect on free speech. Why this matters? Freedom of speech is not only about what is legal to say. It is also about whether people feel safe to speak. When speech is framed as dangerous, consequences are personalized. Dissidence is portrayed as reckless. Citizens may still technically be free, but functionally restrained. Another one, the deeper tension. This movement exposes a real conflict: national security versus democratic discourse, diplomatic pragmatism versus civic autonomy, external dependency versus sovereign voice. Dr. Anthony Gonzalez's position directly challenges the government approach, arguing that sovereignty requires accepting consequences, not avoiding them through silence. Bottom line, the government is not banning speech, but it is discouraging it through fear-based messaging. Freedom of speech is not legally revoked, but it is politically pressured. This is not authoritarianism, censorship, but it is a warning signal in a democracy. If this approach escalates from warning to policy penalties or targeting critics, then freedom of expression would be clearly under threat. At this stage, the issue is less about law and more about power, influence, and fear. Trinidad and Tobago, keep all your eye open and all your ears on the ground. Telling all your dictatorship. This government is a cult, and I'm coming with a next video on that. Enjoy on this Saturday or Sunday, wherever day it is. I lost track.
So, when I see what I go on, it coming to a town near you. And honestly believe that Andrew Jones have the same mindset as this lady here. See if anybody talk nothing bad about Donald Trump, them no visa restriction. I honestly believe say this guy go down the same path. Saying I have something else I want to share with you now. I want to know listen to this.
Archaeology, Jamaica, but the archaeologists are not interested. Jamaica is 70% limestone that rose up out of the sea. Limestone was living things, and it was living things that is probably billions or trillions of years old. So why aren't they interested? Our geographical location is important, alignment with the stars, but they are not interested. Is it because they know something? They want to stop our history at the pirates. Yes, but then they want to take it. So when they're taking it now, they're only interested in this far back. Like this. This was a sword hilt, and a sword fits right into it. Just a couple 100 years old. They don't want to go further back. So, did human life actually start here? And is it why they don't want to discover, explore some more? Because they already know. So, they want to stop us at Taínos. But are there truly artifacts in Jamaica to prove this point? And they would refuse to look at it because our history is very old. So they would be displaying things like the hand axe, zooming in, no AI. From the first human beings, this is the oldest hand axes. Zooming in, and this is just a next example. The next example is right here. Another hand axe. Zooming in, no AI. Take a good look. There are inscriptions on it, but these are much older than what they have been discovering. So there is actually proof of humans starting here. More than enough proof with location and the makeup, and you cannot carbon date after 5,000 years. Why are they trying to hide all of this? Is it because they have already gotten the information and they want to shadow ban Jamaica, just like how they will shadow ban this video? Living proof is here, much older than even the museums that they have displayed. And why is it in perfect condition? Because it was ceremonial, ritual, and they don't want you to know about the original rituals of the original people of Jamaica. So our history is much older than anywhere else in the world. So, shadow ban this video. This is dangerous information.
Jamaica is more than one to think. But last night before last time I play one Gavin Pinnock with the prophecy about the chopping up thing we are going. And we don't listen to this.
Night again, my brothers and sisters. Rocky Pine, blessing, good night. Madam, wanna start pray for Rocky Pine. Today, the 18th of December, start pray for Rocky Pine now. We are big on now. One piece of chop up I go in a Rocky Pine, one piece of blood I go run in a Rocky Pine. A 3 head them I go chop off wicked in a Rocky Pine, and me I put out the message here. Yeah, today the 18th of December, and me I put out the message here tonight. The Lord give me my message and my prophecy. We are big on start pray in a Rocky Pine. Every man in a Rocky Pine I go prepare Halival and I go pray over it. My number is 33 522 52. Start pray. Me I put out the message tonight where God give me. Listen to you again, my brothers and sisters. Want to come up and come talk. The people will come up and talk on the TikTok page. You see, sometimes when you see God prophecy put out, you have to keep on the mouth lock. You have to keep on the mouth lock. Last week, I go in a Rocky Pine to get to preach. And I not get no current. The man say, nah, give me no current. When I go there to give them a warning, to tell them, say, chop up and blush shell, I go take them no one, give me no current. So I tell God, say me I go leave the community. I'm leave the community. Now, Father God give me a message yesterday, last night to put out. The 18th of December, last night we put out, and someone will come up and attack negative. Greeting in the mighty name of Jesus, our soon coming King, greeting Papil and greeting Mudtown. We are asking you to start to pray for Mudtown when we saw one double killing. I go take mud in a Mudtown, and 1 13-year-old I go get missing out a Mudtown in a Papil. And the Lord said, every mother I go prepare Alival and me I go pray over it. My number is 33 522 52. And he said, with brothers and sisters, with family members, everyone to start to pray in Papil. It now go pretty in a Papil. And we are asking you to cover me under the blood, to cover me under the Holy Spirit. And we are asking you to pray for strength for me. And to seal me under the blood and to seal me under the Holy Spirit. And we are asked family members, we are asked brothers, we are asked sisters.
Him call himself a prophet. Him name Gavin Pinnock. You can look for him from TikTok. His name Gavin Pinnock. And me I follow him from last year. When the whole for killing are going, because him always talk about the killing them. And I tell you say, from the time when I start following him until the government them lock him up for no reason at all. Everything when him talk happen. Like the man talk say, one woman will get unalive in a market. I remember I find some, I don't remember which parish, you know. I might talk about 2 days after that. And one video come, one woman get unalive. Right and stall. One next uncat man when him say I will get unalive in the market. About 2 days after that, the man get unalive. So I want to bridge me I kind of follow from a long time. His name Gavin Pinnock on TikTok. Him spot on him attack. And him not call himself prophet.
There's everyone to start to pray in Papil. We are asking to start praying at Augustown. The police are going to kill 5 of them in a house in Augustown. And we are asking the down at Augustown to start to pray in Augustown. Every mother in Augustown are going to prepare a level and I will pray over it. My number is 33 5 22 52. Blessing to you again, my brothers and sisters, Flankington and Vineyard Town. We are asking if we start to pray in Flankington and Vineyard Town. When we see 8 killing, I got taken a Flankington and Vineyard Town, and look out for one 12-year-old. We are going to get missed out of Flankington. And me I put out that one in a home. I see them I got kill one 7-year-old boy and him father in a Flankington in a house. And we are asking brothers and sisters them to start to pray. We are asking if they come and type a prayer and start to pray. Every mother in a Flankington and Vineyard Town, I got prepare Halival and I got pray over it. My number is 33 5 22 52, and we are asking not to start to pray. We are asking not to start to cancel the plan of the enemy. Every mother go prepare Halival, when they prepare Halival, you contact me on WhatsApp and we go pray. Blessing to you again, my brothers and sisters out there. We are asking not to start to pray if you can peace in a Clarendon. And we are put out the one in a can piece, so we see 3 body are going to lie down flat in a can piece in a Clarendon, in a Maypen Clarendon. And the Lord said, every mother go prepare Halival and I go pray over it. And I go pray over it. My number is 33 5 22 52. And we are big brothers, we are big sisters, we are big family members, we are big everyone to start to pray. Everyone to start to pray. When you get the Halival, contact me on WhatsApp and I go pray over it. My number is 33 5 22 52. Start pray if you can peace in a Clarendon. Look out for 4 set of house I go burn down flat in a can piece in a Clarendon. Start pray and care.
I say him never miss. And he never call himself prophet. But that killing never take place in a Clarendon. Saying, I get some update on that, you know. I'm going to share to you now, right there. I get some update on it, I'm going to share to you now. How I really go on over this in a can piece in a Clarendon, right there. Yeah, right there. Listen to this.
Good on, you know. Me hear what good on, you see it. You see a man will analyze a 3-person Clarendon. The man is not a madman. The man is not a madman, because that's when me hear the story and me see people are commenting and I say that's why they're not living in a house with no madman. They're not living in you have to assess the story. So from election day, me the win the trust of people. You see, so if things happen persist, he call me and tell me what I want. Some things me can't talk, but this me can talk, you see. So what really good on now, the man go, I see man go me people, see, and find coke. But this is before the incident, you know. Before he analyze him brother, before he analyze him mother, and before he analyze him cousin. So what go on? What go
like and share, like and share. Fresh
job. The man get chip after me, I show you. So the boy go see. The boy go see and find coca see. You get me? And when he come back, he sell the coke and make a bag of money. And make a whole heap of money, my people. You see what I go on? And he give mother money for put on. And he got and spend 2 months to see. 2 months. And when he come back, I say, Mommy, why money there? Mommy must end up spending money. So I go on, he left, and he might make a complaint. So a person say, while he might complain, you can't see boy, him head cheap like he might go off, because it's like he might say, he can't believe some mommy spend off all money. You get what me I say?
Like
so
and
look
share.
like what the person I say. With the incident now, he must have tackle his mother about it and probably I get upset on his mother. But the money, because as I said before the incident, he did a vent and I get hungry like his mother said, yo, we can't believe my mother, after so much money we give The person say, look like what go on, him confront him mother about him money and probably have to get angry and lick him mother and him brother get involved and say, yo, and money that you know, youth have vanity that you know. He's just assuming that's what take place. You get me? Like his brother probably know, I defend him mother and I say, yo, you can't go on like you want to hurt your mother, what you do? And he told him vengeance. Pan him brother. And then go back to his mother. And then as the news say, the cousin come for try intervene and the boy end up analyzing cousin. And that good on me people. You see me I try to show you vanity youth, money. So him find the coke and I like a fame one. And I buy and I sell it back for something to make a profit. I find the boy find the coke. I see it. I sell it and make a bag of money and give him mother to put on. And he gone back out in the sea for 2 months. And when he come back, he might have spent half the money. Come on, the people, man. Come on, man. So when people say they're not living in the house with the madman, he wasn't mad. A trippy boy, a chip. Because, you know, say boy, himself find a coke, sell a bag of money. Give mommy money if you put on and mommy end up spending money. Listen, he wrong for when do. And I want to talk to some family member too, because he man wrong for when do, honestly. But I want to talk to some family members. You see when people, especially people that are foreign, and send them money going to build their house, stop telling them say house a build. When you know how they not build no house. Stop sending people them, other people house a build. Stop taking people their money and use it. Family member, when people they abroad and send them money to you, if you start a business, take your money and stop. And no family do that. People give them money and then take your money and do otherwise. But you don't remember your mother that. Come on, man. You don't remember your mother that, youth. Mommy wrong for what she do, mommy wrong for spending money. Oh, you want like you want to hurt mommy. And see they eventually hurt mommy. People, boy, me I tell you. You see vanity? You see vanity, people? You see vanity? Alright then, prop. And I'm mad, the boy mad. I trip him head chip, which means I'm become mad because I was going. Yo.
What do you think? It's deep, man. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. You're fucked. It's deep. It's deep, man. Anyway, listen to this.
American air supremacy died happened at exactly 6:47 a.m. Eastern Time, and it wasn't announced with sirens or emergency broadcasts. It was a simple administrative notice posted on Venezuela's civil aviation website that will be remembered as the shot heard round the world. Effective immediately, Venezuelan airspace is closed to all United States military and civilian aircraft pending resolution of sovereignty violations. 23 words that just ended 7 decades of unchallenged American dominance over Western Hemisphere skies. I was analyzing morning intelligence briefings when my contact at the National Security Council called with information that made my hands shake. This wasn't just Venezuela making another symbolic gesture against American pressure. This was the trigger for something we've never faced before. Coordinated airspace denial by multiple nations acting simultaneously against the United States. Within 90 minutes of Venezuela's announcement, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Bolivia had issued identical declarations. Within 4 hours, Ecuador and Colombia were reviewing their airspace policies regarding American military transit. By evening, Mexico had quietly suspended all bilateral aviation agreements pending security reassessment. For the first time since 1945, the United States cannot assume automatic air access over half the Western Hemisphere. The implications are staggering, and Washington has no playbook for this scenario because we never imagined it could happen. Let me explain what this means in strategic terms, because the mainstream media is completely missing the seismic shift that just occurred. American military power projection depends entirely on our ability to move aircraft freely through global airspace. Without that freedom of movement, our entire force structure becomes geographically constrained in ways that fundamentally alter the balance of power worldwide. The timing reveals coordination that American intelligence completely failed to detect. These weren't spontaneous decisions by individual governments. This was synchronized strategic warfare designed to test American response capabilities while minimizing our ability to retaliate effectively against multiple targets simultaneously. But here's what should terrify Pentagon planners most about this development. The legal framework being used against us is our own creation. Every one of these nations is citing the Chicago Convention on International Civil Aviation, which the United States wrote and promoted as the foundation of global aviation law after World War II. Under Article 1 of that convention, every nation has...
That I go on. I'm going to stop there. I have some more things. I want to hear this from Asha level. So much things to show. Listen to this.
Self-talk might not top of the press, big up yourself, but I am saying to these police officers that them are send round with these people to come thief the people in land. Remember, for no family land are go get thief too. Uno mother and father land are go get thief too, because remember, you know, uno no live no way, you know. No for uno police officer we in there, we are murder the blood clot poor people in Picnic, you know. Uno a kaba, you know. Yeah, me say, remember for uno people and I go take way with this digital title, you know. You see me? I want to go sit down. Knowing that when you know people get digital title, them not have certain, you know, see it, access to the land and certain right to the land. That's when them dead gone. You know, I go come off of it. You know, can't own it. And that you know one police officer. You know, blood clot system, dark police officer, we are going on a blood clot murder the innocent. Big up yourself, talking my not top of the press, big up yourself. But I am saying to these police officers that them are going to send round with these people to come thief the people in land. Remember, for no family land are going to get thief too. For no mother and father land are going to get thief too.
Tell them Asha, but I want to give them one next version of your Asha. I want to give them something more with your Asha. Or this.
Third eye open up, big up on yourself. All of my brothers and sisters them where I connect with Mother Earth, you see me, yeah man, and the universe, and who I collect the right and the real energy. Blessed love to all of you. Big up on yourself. You see me, all warrior, freedom fighters. And big up on yourself. Big up yourself, talk your mind at top of the press. Big up yourself. The generals and the warrior. You see me? Yeah man, blessed love. But you see some people not even understand who Asha 11 is, you know. Asha never take that name and say name Asha, you know. Me not even know about this name, you know. From before me there. And I will a meditation, you see me. I will a prayer barefoot. So me kneel long on the ground, you see me. Yeah, and I pray. And like somebody just come and said, yeah, what happened? Your name is Asha 11. You see me? Yeah. You're a special vessel with a mission to carry out. And you hide from it long time. But now is the time you have to fulfill this message. You see what I say? Yeah, so as so now, I man just take the name unto myself. You see what I say? And when I make a check on the internet, I don't find one around that name there. So I know say the ancestor them pick out that name there and give it to I. And enough people then just look down upon me, you know, say to them see me look normal and natural, because I never forgot dress up in no fancy name brand clothes to come on social media, become boast, because when I come in them the way that clothes me I can show off. Me not showing off no clothes, me not look no fame from nobody, me not look no viral from nobody. I am just sending out a message to my brothers and sisters. And who for energy I connect with my energy, Almighty Life, Mother Earth, the universe and the ancestor. Yeah, man. We'll see the mission when me Deppon. You know, see it. Seeing? And see the truths and rights where I, man, I push out to my brothers and sisters. Because he's just a vessel. That me I tell you now. You see me? I want to take it, you know, from my profile. Many of the things them that me talk about. You know, see say it a come true. A true. Both yard, foreign, and throughout the universe. Because I shall not just jump and just make videos. So when me I make video, you see me, when me hear back the video them what me make, sometimes I have to wonder where them words they come from. It's like somebody within me. I speak. You see what I see? This is what I tell you now? Yeah. Because we was strict by religion. That's why I tell you now, say, I burn all religion. I burn the Bible. Yeah, I say lightning and thunder, earthquake and fire and judgment upon the Bible. Enough people when me talk them word, yeah, I say, them condemn me. Sometimes in a vehicle, me talk the people, them talk quiet. And one come out of the vehicle, he say the vehicle like a turn over because I say the Bible are demonic. You see me? Mission, the Bible are carried out upon us to keep us as a slave. The Bible was given to the master, given to us by the master to control our mind so that him can take liberty with we. And when Asha talk, we no burn out Asha. You see me? Because them talk about parable. Almighty Life, who me serve, now go want me no fi drink water and cough. Because how me I go know? He go tell me say, Asha, no drink no water. So me I go know say me no fi drink the water. Man a talk in a tongues and there is nobody can interpret in the world what a man say in tongues. Eh? I want to bow down and believe, you know. Eh? For thousands of years. You see me? The oppressor. You see me? The evil that is within try to control we with one book. Yeah, up till now we are sucked up to that blood clot and won't find we oneself. All the while Asha telling us say Almighty Life is dwelleth in we. Rasta, remember that we are telling him. The man who them call God is we in a way. We not have to go out the road to go look for God. I search now we are around. Him saying he's here with us. Keep your temple clean. He never say keep the temple out there, the synagogue clean. He said keep your temple clean and I will dwell with you at all times. So if you keep your mind and energy clean, Almighty will always in you and not give you the thought and the mission where you have to carry out. See?
And the next thing to Asha 11, when the pastor them are telling about the Bible say if you love your enemy. The Bible never said that. The book never said that. The book say what them really say, you must love your enemy, not enemy. Your inner you. But I saw them read it to make a choice, to show you off. You know what I'm talking about? If you love no enemy, it will tell you say if you love your inner you. So it say inner me, not enemy, inner me. Think about that. I left you with something to think about.
Because they will look at us and tell us now, say, Jesus is the Son of God, the Son of the Almighty. Right? What about us? Eh? Him well, remember, they say God chastise the watchers. Because them did there for watch man and make man walk the right road. Then get jealous the daughters of man and come down and have sex with them. See? And breed them up. Get the Nephilim and the giants. See? And it was abomination and a sin. That's the Almighty. Throw them out of heaven. That's what I tell you, Throw them out of heaven. Because they corrupt themselves and sin. But yet the Almighty come breed Eve and get Jesus Christ. So you are going to beat your picnic from drink water. You see me? And then you go and drink the water. The same water. Beat your picnic, say it wrong, and then you go drink it. I never get them inspiration from myself. It's under meditation. When me in my farm, some sit down me alone because I like to be alone, you know. Because you see, when you be alone, your mind more connect with Mother Earth, the Almighty Life, the ancestors, and the universe. When you are alone. Then give us a Bible. And then tell we about all these wise men that in the Bible that we must look up to. Right? And we must respect them. See? Who was those men? Check all of them and them, Moses them, Solomon them, David and the whole of them, they was adulterer. They send them best friend a war front and fi fuck them woman. Fi them dead, fi take away them woman from them. But yet we fi look upon them. And that them tell you, God say, we fi look upon them, them and they are respect bumbuckle at them. The evil that within. Eh? But yet, see, but yet, when we do the things that those men do, they condemn us. But yet, we respect them, the man there. And wait there, in the Bible. In the Bible, you know. See? Remember, David did send his best friend go back front, go dead. Solomon do the same thing and have over 200-300 wives. Eh? But we must respect them. Eh? Moses, them said, broke up the word, the 10 commandments where Almighty give, if come give to the people and make the people and walk in righteousness, and broke you up. But yet, if we look up to them. Eh? And when Asha talk them things there, what them do with Asha? Them curse Asha. Them run with Asha. See? Each man live, you see me, and learn from his lifestyle. If you check the Bible, you know, come here tell you a long time, you know. The Bible is just a Bible story. Each man write about for them life that them live. It's not about righteousness. It's about how some man live. Because some man live wicked and dangerous. If you check the Bible is contrary. Harm no man and let no man harm you. If you right and offend, you cut you off, they say, and then that they mean where the fuck them are put in the Bible suffer then. All the Bible mention about war. Millions of people dead in the name of Jesus Christ. Fighting. Them are fighting in the name of Jesus Christ for land, gold, diamond, pearl, woman, water. In the name of Jesus Christ and murder millions of blood-clad people. But when Asha let him talk, you know, throw me in a jacket and tie, become show off. Listen. Him said, give your mind and energy, not your garments that you wear. But these people worship garment. Yeah, them don't worship the words of the Most High. And where it come from. You see me? If you come and speak, you know, I'm this, I'm now, I'm that, and over that, and I fuck your back.
Real talk, Asha. All on the Turlang them. In a real life. All on the Turlang them, my boss. In a real life. See? But I want to listen a piece of reason here. Before I can listen to reason, listen to that one first.
Let me educate the little dummy because it seems like no for uno now get it, because once somebody adjusts the problem in Jamaica with the Prime Minister who's supposed to make sure and ensure that everything go right, is fucking up Jamaica since you want me behave rude. When the PNP was in power, my son was murdered by Nurse Mullins in Mandeville Regional Hospital with Dr. Bailey, and the list goes on. I wrote a letter to the CEO, Alvin Miller. At the time, I do not know if he is still the CEO of Mandeville. I'm not a person who picks side. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And you're all supposed to know that this black woman did sue the region for murdering my son, Toby Blaine. So how come I talk about? Me never talk about it. TikTok never come in them time there. 2014, my son was murdered. And let me tell you all something. Dr. Fenton Ferguson never leave my side. The man go as far, if my phone never lasts, I could play things and make you all hear. He say, I do not like when these things happen to my people. Of course things happen when PMP was in power. But at least Dr. Fenton reached out to me because he said I did serious as a judge. But girl, look at it. Doctor, I carry water for flush toilet. And you all know that some of these people who go to the health center, them nasty. Them nasty at them yard, so you know, expect them to go to a road. Go do better. Come on now, girl. Oh, no defend no mother, no father, no sister, no man, no pitney. So, but as soon as somebody say nothing about Andrew, no skin catch a fire. Andrew is not God. Me no worship nobody like how me worship the Creator who breathed into my nostril. But all I am saying, it is a disgrace for no say doctor a carry water in a Santa Cruz Health Center to flush them feces. And you talk about the previous girl go get a life. Go get a life. No doctor not supposed to carry water for flush no shit, nor no piss. Them supposed to flush them toilet, and the pump has burned up so long and they reach out to them and nobody come and fix the pump, girl. And you talk about the previous, move your dirty fire.
Get away from here for sure. Bonfire, yes, mama. Anyway, listen to reason, yeah. Listen to reason, yeah.
The roots of what they call it now, the industrial civilization. And that's the white man come find it and mash it up and bring it to England. You understand? Me I come from the first train. You understand? Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
Yeah.
The first telecom, when you call it AT&T, at Jamaica. You understand? And we invent them something that rude boy.
Remember say, out of Nago said this, so they may have jamming telling you before you have cable and worthless.
Yes, rude boy. Even the first website. Even the first website. Even the first
dirty cell and cable are worthless.
Oh, even the first website, rude boy, Jamaica invent that. You come to Jamaica website.
Hold on the king, cause Ian in the yard, you don't know the thing go. Lion them there, them have to roll. So we have a decent discussion. A Sabbath them say, but you don't know a national interest. We want rulership or we want leadership. A leadership our ancestors then deal with. You couldn't rule none away. All the little pitney will come out and spit out the feed and say, Mama, that tastes bad too. And you have to go make it over. So you want rule. Hold on the king. Ian, what you say? Mr. Hudson. Hudson, what you deal with Mr. Hudson? Me hear what Mr. Hudson say. I mean, I hear that look like him a cut up a thing under a tree. You know what I mean? Time between time. All right, King. Mr. Hudson look like him a multitask. Ross Wade, you have some suggestion where you talk about the decolonization and all these things, and treaty can be our effective remedy. Talk to me about it now, Ross Wade, because this treaty have a whole
There's a 1960 1514 resolution that was brought forward by His Imperial Majesty at the UN. And this was the granting of independence to all colonial countries. So even when them invoked the illegal constitution in 1962, it's just because our people never question it. Because they never realize why Jamaica would need a second independence in 1962. That when we get tricked as a nation to go back in a neo-colonialism. But we can use the resolution that today, where we can get rid of this whole colonial system. Because the UN already criminalized it, you know, and we the people to advocate for true liberation.
Now, the only thing I see with that recognition of this colonized document is that it bears more effectiveness to the colonizers. Because for once, a treaty that is written by the people who have lost to the other side it must have some form of strength. And the strength of that treaty, of that blood covenant, was that they would cease and desist from their piracy. But over that period of time from that treaty was so-called put into writing, we have seen more piracy than ever. The infringement on the national rights have been more blatant. It has gone to a point now where the corporation of Jamaica that doesn't have the right
Carl,
to
big up
own
yourself,
land,
you know.
because how can a corporation own land and it's not a living man or a woman? That does not make sense. But to these educated brothers and sisters, they are seeing this as a plus. The Prime Minister is using common psychology on our nationals to hypnotize them and put them in a trance where they're walking to their very death, for a better word, and not seeing it. Ian.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Up with it.
Yeah, man, I don't know, man. But there I go and listen and go and get it, take in some wisdom and some knowledge, just understand. Because it's all about understand and overstanding at the same time, you know.
Inner stand or outer stand.
Yeah, I get it. So, I don't know, so there I go on, you know, because why I mean, I like a system around in our country still, I see it. But I would like to do what I can do to make a difference. But right now I'm a distance away. So I just go and observe. But all I know, mankind from ever since need to stand up and stand up the right way. You see me? Because it's just like back in the days, you know, when we used to work on the construction site them, you know.
Yes.
I reach site me work on now. All around my building, you know. And you know, say, all of them big hotel always have a riot. Couple times, well, them hold me responsible for the riots, them, you know. When I me cry peace, we riots them, and I don't make the man them destroy certain things, you know. But to me stand up and tell the man them, say, look, when I cannot destroy and expect to get good result. You understand? Using the power in a different way and head up to the person. Don't use violence. You understand?
Well,
Use
Ian,
yeah.
Ian, I'm going to be truthful with the brothers and sisters.
Yeah, man.
And this tyranny that is happening to our people is both physical, mental, and spiritual. Now, as you can see in this picture here with the
digital
rap,
too.
well, digital is a fake thing. We not accept it because we can't control the digital in a spiritual. You know, we have celestial powers. So what we're saying is, this man spiritually is going against the grid of our ancestors. Our ancestors was not of this fabric. I know a lot of people want to say, yes, Jamaicans are Africans. Yes, Jamaicans are Trinidad. And yes, Jamaicans. Me not buy that scenario because that's a paperwork and a paper trail. We are dealing with the national birthplace where you're there. Zine where you come through and you have your bloodline set up in there, so where you know, so well, yeah, we are not some Lego beasts.
Royal homeland.
Yes.
The royal homeland.
Yes.
Right.
So this thing will take place with the government now, as far as they ruling us, the national, under even the treaty that shows that they came there in 1655.
The reason
it is not making sense. How can you be invited in my house? And then now, when you're in my house, you take over my house, you buy a settee, or you put a fridge in there, or you pay one light bill. You can't take over a house as much as you want, but the house depends on the land. Who own the land?
Right.
And we own the land. So therefore, the government can't rule the ruler them who own the land.
But you know, see, that's why the government put it in place to say you cannot own land. No man no own the land and
no, but the government don't have that authority to tell the national what to put in place.
But let me try to show you, G, because once you have a land somewhere and him want it, him just come tell you, you know pay taxes for your land.
That's because the nationals them don't know them rights, King.
Most
you know say when Mr. Chin come do down at Jamaica and could never do in a rascal country. Cause you say if Mr. Chin buried in ancestors them for piece of land.
Okay. Hang up, you know, I hear that.
Oh, forgive me, sir. Me did on the phone.
Oh, you say if Mr. Chin here say, Mr. Chin bury in grandparents on the land, you know, say government can't bulldoze it down just so.
Right.
Him have ancestral right, but in left from which part he come from, come over which part we come from, and a practice when can't function a female, you know. And
Yeah,
because
cause female are secure.
we the national make it happen because you Mr. Chin come some thinking macaroni cheese and box you up and put on a pretty thing and you give me a right the macaroni and cheese with a rat food.
And theme
We
cheese are not
try
even 100% cheese, you know. Theme
a
cheese are like
plastic
And them
cheese
walk up and
thing.
20%.
down and champlain.
20% cheese or 5% cheese.
Enough of them things is unclean because the whole preparation of it is not
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, cause them know so them their aim is to poison the population in any way means are necessary. Any way, shape or form, them want poison the people. So them come with idiot food, them come with idiot policy, them come with idiot rule, everything to keep down the people. And them only like them sell with citizenship to anybody. But when I say for instance, a man from Switzerland come here and them have to go buy citizenship. When the man them talk to our government and get film documents them, you know, them treat him like a film place this and never Switzerland him come from and come see we place. Them treat like a yes, so him born and grow man. And him they must say, oh, remember if you're supposed to get 40 acres, cause we'll give you one of them bond paper there, so like a bond 40 acres for you, Mr. Swedish man, and them treat them like kings and queens. And treat the real kings and queens like shit.
Lock it down.
Rangers. Yeah, man. Yo, but as me say, nationals, when it comes on to the prime minister taking over lands and so forth, that is very questioning. Yo, Paul, go on, big up in our yard, you know. Up with it. National interest.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man, I hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you. Leadership or rulership? Which one you want?
Why, I did vote everything in I want to know.
Wow, you want
Because
rulership or leadership in
You have to choose one.
You have to choose one,
Rulership,
king.
man.
You can't
Oh,
choose
leadership.
two of them over here, so.
Leadership. You want rulership?
Yeah.
All right, go on. Why you want rulership?
What look at it. This government said, no matter we have a birth paper.
Yeah.
This is not and show say we are Jamaica. Now we might
Yeah.
take over the land them. For the people them now. All that sound. And my sure
Yeah,
say
but-
we not attack for the country, don't it?
No,
Yeah, but
no go
just-
so like what you say still, but talk to them us.
No, and talk to him if you want. Because him say he want rulership in the national.
All right,
We don't
my,
want
my
rulership,
family.
we want
Paul, Mr.
leadership.
Paul. You don't come like Paul in the Bible.
Yeah.
Jesus in the Bible I preach for about sovereignty and say you have to kill the egotistic self and rise to Christ consciousness. And him's right hand man. We know. Him right hand man Paul see the empire where Rome built. And I tell Jesus say a madness him attack about. Don't be a Paul in the Bible, Mr. Paul. Be a Jesus in the storyline. Don't be a Paul. Because Paul I say, yo, make them look aside of my people and rule over everything and tell you what to do. And Jesus I said, no, that is foolishness because my Father, which is God, give you everything and no man not rule over no man.
Sin.
Especially without consent.
No, sir, you can't even rule your dog. All the little pit where you bring come as a
You
youth.
don't rule nothing
When you
about your
reach
fam.
them-
Everything have something named free will, fam.
So that means we can't rule the land then again.
No,
No.
I don't rule the land. I don't rule the land. We dominate the land, but the land itself, it are the leadership because if it not bring forth certain chemistry, you can't get no food out of it. So all
right.
right. Take care of it. As a leader, a leader take care of the land. A ruler rule and destroy the land.
Okay.
So what the prime
Yeah.
minister do right now, I rule the prime minister. I try rule us in
You
a
have good and
in
bad rulers still, you know. But in our history, them only display the
We
bad
don't want
rulers.
rulers. You know what? No
We
Ras
believe in
Clark rulers.
civilization, my brother.
No, well, get it wrong there. We don't want to rule out then we get them, man.
We have leaders.
You understand?
Leaders.
Because
yes, a civilization we believe in. We don't believe in an empire.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
Okay.
The devil believes in an empire, rude boy.
them
Go
are the
around
right then.
and
Let's
slave,
support that.
colonize
John
them,
Noah.
and so forth. Take away people land. You
Yes, I.
understand? You are the government of the land. Your prime minister is your
He look like the prime minister.
You're supposed to do nothing that you don't want him to do. You understand that?
He want look like the prime minister.
Hold on, them is Patsy.
Who are the prime minister?
Hold on, say rat.
Party in there.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm getting not the wrong way, Mr. Ruler. You understand still?
Yes.
You understand? I'm doing you show me right, you know. You show me straight, you understand?
Yes, I. Yeah, but you are
That's it.
You are nationals. As
Yeah,
yeah,
by nationality now. I'm born in Jamaica, but I'm not in Jamaica now. You understand?
Hold on. Where the in which part of the earth
Firm life.
Yeah.
You see which you come. Hold on, Mama Patsy. Hold on, Mama.
Yeah.
You see any which part you come from, and you have the bird people in your hand, you have shears in our land. Don't make nobody tell you. Cause even when you travel and go outside, I just said land title them use to do business in King. So,
yeah, man.
As nationals, we want leadership. We don't want rulership. Our ancestors was never the kind that took rulership.
They were the rulers.
Yeah, man.
Our ancestors were the rulers.
Yes.
And then we ruled just.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. No, we weren't rulers. Our ancestors was the leaders. We set the blueprint for the others them follow. You know why the nationals out of the place called Jamaica is hated so much? It's like you who hold on, somebody mute him. Just a minute. Yeah. You see, anytime you have a diamond and somebody see you with a diamond, you think them happy for you? Them want to be that diamond. When we travel the world and them play a Bob Marley and them want to treat you like shit and you say you're a real hypocrite, you listen Bob every last morning and treat people like shit. I straighten them out, people. You are the seed, you are the bloodline, Marcus Garvey, my lad. Them people wish Marcus did born in the US. Why the ras that boy couldn't born in Puerto Rico? You know, Puerto Rico that better today. Yeah. These are the gems that we have, but we are told that our gems dirty. Not nasty. But yet, see, when they go in at the height of the university, them all over the land, them make quotation for Bob.
Yeah,
it was Robert Marley who actually...
Philosophy
yes.
Right around the world.
You hear the woman get up and... No, you hear... Hold on now. You hear a while ago... You hear a while ago the woman get up and brag that I buy 35 acres of land down by Burkina Faso. Not knowing that Burkina Faso headman, Mr. Tory, come out playing and said, thank God for Peter Touch and Bob Marley. If I never have them to listen, I would be lost. I wouldn't be here.
You don't know that.
Some people can know whatever they do swap out them. You never see dog across the bridge in a boat and looking at the river with a big picture and say, yeah, but want the bigger boat there.
Fool them, man. Them fool, man. I just say, we are the diamond in a rough and them say our diamond not no value. Our people, them, which are the diamond, them say we not no value. But we are the most precious on earth.
You know, so the whole Africa want Jamaican. You know,
American,
the whole Africa want Jamaican them there. South Africa, Ghana, everywhere.
Them would have
brilliant.
Them would have fight for we.
Yes, because we're brilliant. South Africa, them would be like estate.
No, but nationals.
No, we're not for South Africa.
Hold on, nationals. This is where the problem lies, where leadership comes in line now. Because, look, for instance, let's be realistic about it. Hurricane Melissa devastated the island, right? And after the island being devastated, all of the powers on earth, which country did not pledge to us, none of us can name. Because everybody came out and said, boy, I love Jamaica because I hear in some way, shape, or form, the government pledged money to our government. And what our government has done now is being penny wise and pound foolish, where We have immense amount of money, and the government going come out and lie to the public, say, you know, say the 250 million that the pound that the UK give us, we spend it under this, and it don't make sense. So the UK government has said, then if me give him 250 million, if me give him $1 billion, him not. So the government now is under scrutiny because of its unscrupulous method of spending our money. Yo, this is going to come back and be a big anchor around our neck, you know, people.
No joke. I can say something on that.
Yeah, man.
What I strongly feel, he's siphoning all of the money and giving it to Israel people and the people who are responsible for the new birth records and old birth records are Israel people So all of the money I go back to Israel. Netanyahu have him foot on him neck. Hard.
But what
I take it out and pocket.
What could Nathan have promised this man that would make this man give up victory for Nathan?
Nathan take most of the world manhood and womanhood from them, you know, through blackmail, you know. Them submit them womanhood and them manhood from them go touch the wall.
No,
them
but
everything.
I am sure, hold on, I am sure Andrew knew even before Nathan that our ancestors was the same one who slew Satan.
No, I not think him know, you know. I think him hear the story. I think him hear the story.
Andrew, man. Somebody go over there go tell him, man, no king.
Somebody need to tell him for true because I feel him. Because remember which part this man grandfather come from, you know. Which part this man bloodline come from, you know. No matter how him mix up with the gods them pan the land, you know. This man grandfather come from China mainland. With the plan to buy out our mainland. And he's just a part of the plan.
Hold on. You know why we have the mongrel dogs them in the island? Because we conquer the Mongolians, man. And the Mongolians are the $5 Indians, my lad. What am I get up every day I talk about America, we know say it's Tatarian, you know. We know the whole celestial secrecy, how them fool you get up on a perpetrator, you know. So
when they rename Tartaria, then call it Turk Island. Turk Island.
Yo, so hold on there. So with Nathan, with Andrew, go listen to Nathan, and Nathan worship Satan, and our ancestor did beat Satan.
You don't know it a go work. You don't know it a go work.
Me don't know how me and them are go work it
Conflict of interest. Conflict of interest.
Yo, someone will have to pay, you know, for the innocent blood that they shed every day. Yes, I. Yo, that one is terrible. Hey, it's terrible for them, you know, King. It's terrible.
You know, I'm not sorry for them. Because, you know, said them wouldn't sorry for we, you know. I'm not sorry for them at all, man. Make you all of them go down to that, man.
One thing Garnet sing, this sing and tell we know. We're Garnet sing. There'll be no mercy for the merciless.
Okay.
I know. They're taking advantage of the underprivileged, Jaja. Too long
we're living in bondage.
Taking advantage of the situation. I work, you get the promotion. They're taking advantage.
No mercy for the merciless.
Yo, Babylon can't say we never come out and spread and it's the greatest the word, you know, but great are those that establish it, you know. I mean, I tell you big and serious. He who know the right and do the wrong, sorry for your back, man. It's like a wheel up. King. Celestia, you know.
Well, wheel up and probably not have no back when them done beat out everything off it. You know? Now left when them lick their start to whip. I tell you.
Yo, the Nationals, them know exactly what's going on. You know, because one thing about the yard of them, we can always be playing the fool. But when it come down to the nitty-gritty, King, yeah.
I have something else I want to share with you now. Before it slipped me. Wait there. I want to listen to this.
Pretending talk. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm laughing so hard I'm crying.
Listen to this.
You're so fun. You should be a comedian. So why is it that whenever I type in Pretendian in Google search, people who look like you pop up?
Pretendian. They are the same Indian wanna see in America where them are called indigenous. They are the pretendian. They don't know who them be. So then take on our identity. So if you type in pretendian, these people come up because them are pretendian, them are pretend to be we. Listen.
Explain this. I mean, why don't people who look like me pop up if I'm the pretendian? Why do they look like you?
See them there?
Oh my goodness.
The pretendian them.
The pretendians from
that.
Apache to Cree to Mohawk.
Them are the pretendian. Are them America indigenous right? The pretendian them. Because them have to do that, because everything else them do would have be a big mistake because I would have figured it out. So these pretendian when them give indigenous right. The original people them America is we, the melanated being. So them a play part of the script the pretendian them but in our identity. The same Iraq Indian and we them a talk about we. These people don't know who them be. Them are the pretendian.
But they look like you. They don't look like me. Oh, and one final question, genius. Why is it that the actual definition of the very first dictionary that the Caucasoids put out when they came to America actually described me?
Yes, just like that.
American.
Them are pretend to be we. Them are the pretendian.
Of an American, or definition.
See there?
The Aboriginals of America, found here by the Europeans, but now applied to the colonizers. Copper-colored race, the original Americans.
Do you hear that?
But I'm the pretendian.
The original Americans are the melanated being, the copper-colored people, them, not these so-called pretendian, where Albert Trump them give indigenous right. It's all a lie. It is all a lie. And if you pay attention, we see the matrix are exposed. The matrix have been exposed. You have to just pay attention. Saying? You have to just pay attention. We're moving on. That's something else I want to share with you now. Listen to this. Before we make on hear this, you see, the Prime Minister come out and talk about misinformation. But I never know that the Labour right there me that talk, I seriously me not talk but I get to find out say him talk the Labour right them. We come out and I make misinformation. Like this one I'm going to play now. Listen to the Labour right here. I tell the rest of the Labour right them. Listen to this. Wait there. It's going to shock you now. Wait there. It's going to shock you now. What this Labour right I tell the people them. Wait there. Listen to this.
Did you know that the government are giving money? Did you know that the government is giving its citizens, the citizen them will live a yard, money? Once you are a Jamaican citizen that have a Jamaican ID residing in Jamaica, you will be getting $750,000 from the government. Ono did know that? Ono now have to pay nothing at all, and this is how you claim it. $750,000. Only thing you need is a Jamaican ID to prove that you.
Ono hear the level with these Labour right, coming and call them vlogger, the Labour right misinformation people them where them placing at the space. I got to tell the little sheep them say the government will give them 750,000. Them only have to prove ID. This is where the Labour right them are growing and spread. And when I hear Cliff Hughes come out and talk, say the Labour right them to stop, go up on social media and spread misinformation. And when I hear Thief in Andrew tell his supporters them to stop, go up on the platform them and spread misinformation. But you come back and talk, just so you can control the narrative. You come back and talk. You can talk.
That you live in Montego Bay, I must tell you that it hurts me.
Yeah, man. Oh, well, you are telling me, my God, it's such an emotional decision, It's not easy.
I know.
These things, it is so impactful for the people who are going to, get affected.
Yes.
And the stories, and you would have covered the stories.
This is Andrew and his Indian friend, them, you know. They come American, gone, left much people, hey.
Right?
Yes.
In those areas, my God.
So she's life, though.
Hope
You know?
they find something in life, they know, that is much more better than what they were in. I can just hope now.
Yes. So I understand that close to 200 people will be made redundant.
Not 200, 165.
165?
Yeah. Not to 200.
No, I said close to. I didn't say
Yes.
Right. I didn't say 200.
Right. So the girl I want real shit in a plate. 750
Many of them have worked with the company for over 10 years.
Yes, Pen. There would be. Because you know what, those who stayed back in retail, you know, retail is such an addictive line of business, you know. Those who liked retail don't move on anywhere else.
Especially
the older generation, those who were with us for a long time. So in that sense, yes, you're right. But what can we do, man? I'm seeing all these other hotels also doing the same thing.
Yes.
My God. So how is it going to turn around? This is a big question.
Let me ask you,
It's a very big question, but I have a video where, let's see if we can find it, where Mark Golding did I want the people them. Right there. Let's see if we can find it. Mark Golding did I want the people them, you know. I say, if we don't make Andrew Honest win, boy, you don't know how it's going to work out. Listen to this.
So there's and I'm just touching quickly on those things. I mean, there's a lot. I could speak on every area if I needed to, agriculture and many other things. But essentially, we have a very difficult task ahead of us.
Listen to this.
If Jamaica doesn't get a change of government now, I don't know what kind of state we're going to be. You know, because we have a corrupt government and a power-hungry government, and they're supported by the elite, and the media is bought out by them too. So it's not an easy road to trod the road that we are treading, comrades. It is not going to be easy to get them out, because you know the news, the things that we put out don't get covered. You know, even today, there's a poll being run right now. It's independent. I think it was paid for by some business people. A Don Anderson poll. The key metric in any poll is voter intention. Who do you intend to vote for? That's the key metric. Today they published it on a Saturday, which is the lowest sales of any newspaper day. When it shows that the PMP is 5% ahead. You know, we were at 9 at the end of September, so we have come off a bit. The Labour Party hasn't got any of that. They are where they were. It's undecided that have grown. In the meantime, they have had their conference, they have had the Spark program, they've had the Reserve Income Tax Credit, which is essentially a $20,000 grant to over 300,000 people. They've just been spending money to try and get themselves back to where they were. And we have been a bit cautious in putting out our ideas, because we have found on multiple occasions that they tend to be appropriated by the Labour Party. And then they're so powerful in the media and their communications is so strong, it's very difficult for us to set the narrative to show that we were really the originators of that idea. And so we are trying to time our release so that we don't suffer from that. But in the meantime, we have held our own in the polls, and I think when we start to now reveal what we intend to do for the people, we will see the growth. I'm glad that you mentioned contract work. No, it was Sophia. The contract work issue is a big issue in Jamaica. You know, where a lot of our employees are working for years on short-term contracts with no job security, and the benefits that Michael Manley fought for and introduced are being deprived from them. And of course, wages in the tourism sector was also mentioned, and we had a series of strikes in the last quarter of last year by hotel workers who are not unionized because of those very issues. And you know, we have been advocating for a joint industrial council for the tourism industry, where the workers and the employers and the government sit in a joint meeting and hammer out a basic set of minimum standards of terms of employment like we have in the construction industry in Jamaica. And the security guards need it too, where there are masses of employees and no representation. And as a result, you get very oppressive conditions prevailing. So these are some of the things that we need to do in the spirit of the liberators in this room. God bless you all. Thank you for having us. And the word is love.
There's a QR code that circulates where you can make a deposit. Yes, we have some QR codes here. Also, guys, just for
Yeah. Mark Golden says some thieving people behind the unjewelness and I fund them. And this is very dangerous. Saying? Very, very dangerous. But I'll play one more thing of phone. Them call it. And two more things I'll play a phone. Them call it tonight. Listen this from one famous.
Up and running to all my indigenous people. Up and running. Enough love. Tough love. And no cruff love. Yeah, man, the real thing, man. You know cruff love, man. You know, so we fight against something the hard. Yeah. We fight against cruff hard, you know. Yeah, man. You know, cruff is a man who plan to take a next man pot off a fire. You know? Trying to you not even know if something wrong with it. You gone with it. You know? It's hard to live cruff life. Yeah. People. Yeah, man. So we're going down to a compound town there because a compound town people. If you know what I'm going, you know. Yeah, me I say. The more the rich man rich, you know, the more you want to stay rich. If you not become greedy, you might go drop back to the normal level later on, you know. Yeah, so you have to wise up, you know, you have to wise. First thing you have to know is you have something to live for. And you see, any day you give up on the ancestors them over a compound town, I tell you now, the amount of destruction where they go reach, you know. Anyhow you give up, the amount of destruction where they go reach, you know, over there. You know that beg God to save you know, over there. If you make the ancestors then turn against you know. Right? You must understand the difference between man-made creation and what our ancestors fight for. You remember, you know. When you know ancestors them did a fight, you know. No electricity in there, you know. No water pipe. None of them thing there, you know. You see what I say? You have to know all of these things, you know. So if you not go use a little electricity and chew no farm, no plant no food, you not go dead for hungry, so you not go use that now and sell out. Remember, out of the darkness, bring forth light. So if the light have to go, let the light go. You don't have something to live for. Any day you don't give up on the ancestors them over a compound town, you're going to having a lot of problem. I know that place well, you know. Because I say, I forward there before and I sit with the elders and learn it well. You don't have something worth living for. Right? You don't have Kojo there. You don't have Nani. Right? You don't have these people who don't live for, you know, legacy. You know, whole ancestors. You don't live for something. So you careful of the conspiracy. Because of greed. And don't understand the light or the dark. People, careful of the conspiracy. You don't know what is politics. If man did clean, no one would have this problem. If man did clean, no one would have this problem. But because man is not clean, man is very dirty, and untidy. Right? As me say, a two problem upon earth. Man and mosquito. Man bring problem to you. Right? Mosquito fatigue. And man and mosquito is very close. They are the only problem we have to deal with. Our compound people want to open up our eyes. The place is not for sale. That place is not for sale. That's one of the last stronghold area. You understand me? And remember, a compound town is not a parish. Right? It is a country by itself with a boundary. And it must be respected by high or low ranks at all times. Right? So people, don't get it confused or get it twisted. Right? Just make the chief do the right thing. And help the chief to continue to do the right thing. See? If you not come with a next chief or a next man a ball for power, it will become like a politics. Right? And then the government system will just get in there and kick you out at that time because the rest of the world now going to respect you no more. You understand me? And they must start just forget about you. And then everything just go vanish. And when it vanish, and you don't have no culture left, all you not going to have is problem. And you not go back right in a slavery. Like anybody want to see out here educate themselves to certain levels, is still back in a slavery gone. We have to work hard like hell. You understand me? So you must know what is the culture. That's the only thing a person can ever have as a true connection with the Almighty God. You have to have a culture. If you don't have a culture, you can't know God none at all. You will never know God neither if you don't have a culture. Me I tell you that. Right? Don't follow Bossy slave. Please.
Don't follow Bossy slave. You hear that? Don't follow Bossy slave. Moving on.
When they wanted to convince persons, they were able to put persons in hotels for free. They were giving away free petrol, free food, right? They were doing the most. Now that persons actually need help, I am yet to see a government that has stepped forward and has been selfless in the way they're operating. A lot of these persons in the school, they're not happy to be in the school, right? A lot of things that's been happening in the school is molestation for the children, rape for the women, even by the same persons who are supposed to be managing these shelters, right? So they're not happy to be there, but they have no choice. No, the government thing is we got to kick them out, not to find a solution or another temporary solution. One of the solutions that I've been asking about is Japan had donated thousands of actual tents, really nice tents. Why can't we use the ball field and the football field on the school compound? Put these tents up, separate the males on one side, the women and children on one side, and have our security forces man these areas to keep them in line, you know, because school is still happening, right? This is the kind of thinking that I'm expecting to happen, but you just want to throw them out. And I'm hearing that there are some situations, the option that was given was go stay with a family member. Most people don't have any family. They would not be sleeping on a bench. It's not that they're living in 5-star or they're living in good situation. No, at these shelters. So I don't think people purposely want to stay at these shelters because it's a better option. They're staying there because it's the only option.
You hear what General say? You hear what I say? So me can, you know what I say? I'm going to leave first set for tomorrow here. I'm going to close off with this.
Wherever we're going to die, I don't care. We need our country. We need our country. We need our freedom. We need our freedom in my country. Why
look
you white areas? We tired of what the
big up on yourself.
We tired of that We tired of that. Joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come the first person to sing. Know ye that the Lord is God. It is He that hath made us and not we ourselves. We are His people and the sheep of His pasture. Enter into His gates with thanksgiving and into His courts with praise. Be thankful unto Him and bless His name. Because the Lord God Jah the Almighty is good. His mercy is everlasting, and His truth endureth to all generations. Jah Rastafari. I listen last to the first. Hear my voice, oh God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemies. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Who will Lord from insurrection of workers of iniquity. Let there be no mercy for the merciless. No, 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 no mercy for the merciless. They're taking advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation. I want you to get the promotion. Advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in a bondage. Advantage of the situation. I want you to get the promotion. Everyone is looking out for themselves. God knows they care about no one else. work their tricks by giving a little, only to deceive you, then break your poor little heart in two. They're taking advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation, I work, you get the promotion. Advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation, I work, you get the promotion. It may be long, but not forever. No, no. You'll get nowhere in your foolish endeavor. Remember, your work shall be your evidence. Guys watching you from across the fence, taking advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation, I work, you get the promotion. Advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in a bondage. Advantage of the situation, I work, you get the promotion. Fret not yourself because of evildoers. Yet a little while and they shall be no more. You'll get your strength from one who's got the power. And you'll overcome in death, that I'm sure. They're taking advantage. Help the underprivileged. Help the underprivileged. Help the underprivileged. Oh, Jah, help the underprivileged. Oh, yes, help the underprivileged. 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 Praises be unto the Almighty Himself.
Help the underprivileged. Help the underprivileged. Big up on yourself. Everyone will have to see it.
Don't make nobody fool you. This first foundation of the mountains, the Lord God Jah love the Almighty. The Lord God Jah the Almighty love the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of God, Selah. I'll make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia, this man was born there. Jah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie the first, who lives and rules and reigns over all living things.